Hey, everybody. How is it going? Let me pull you guys up on my phone like usual. Here we go. Okay. Oh, there's the hubby. Who's today's wiener? Is it? Oh, Kimmer. Kimmer coming in with a ween. Congratulations. Yeah, it could be afternoon for some of you peeps. Hey, Kathy, Ray, Lisa. Terry says it's a beautiful, beautiful day in southern Indiana, and Fred Hill is the only suspect around Ben Hill who is trying to find Summer. I agree with Liblock. Oh, 30 months. Wow, that's impressive. Thank you so much, Betsy, for your support throughout it all. 30 months. It's crazy. Gosh, I have been on here for 3 years now. It looks like I pretty much had membership. I think like one of our oldest members is like Sue Marie. I'll have to look. Yay! Thank you, Holly. Thank you so much. Yay! I need to do something for members or something. I don't know. I just hate excluding people. I feel like, it is a good way to make money if you utilize it correctly and stuff, but I just don't like to exclude people. That makes me feel bad. Hey, Just Me. So really the membership here is just showing that you support the channel, and I really appreciate you guys. Penton, Live Thankful, Chloe. So what are we going to talk about today, guys? What was Lip Lock Live? Let me see. Lip Lock. Was it really true that Terry, wasn't it you that emailed me earlier today? Okay, we'll listen to Lip Lock here in a second. Yay, not an OG, but still here. Over a year. That's good. Thank you so much, Chloe. So what's this about? What was I was going to ask? Wasn't it Lip Lock that sent it? No, it wasn't Lip Lock that sent it to me. Oh, Chris McDonough. Did he really say that Summer's case is ice cold? Like nothing is getting done with it? And where was this said? Was this said on Josh's last night? Hey, Robin. Looney Tunes. Because I saw your email. It was Terry, I think, that sent that to me earlier. He did say that. Oh my gosh. Why does he think that? He is part of the Cold Case Foundation, so are they utilizing what makes him believe that? It does feel like that. It does. Bullhorn Betty's in here, or is it imposter? Yeah, that's an imposter. That's not really Bullhorn Betty. Well, I know, but the law enforcement tries to say it's not anywhere near cold. That's what the guy from TBI tried. Wasn't he from TBI? Who on the 3-year anniversary was trying to say it's nowhere near cold. You know what I mean? So that's why I was shocked to hear that. I mean, I can shocked. It's what it feels like nothing's getting done, but I was just hoping that maybe we just don't know. Maybe that's, I don't know. We don't know exactly what's going behind the scenes. If he feels that way, why doesn't he get involved? If isn't that what his foundation is? I don't think it's like really his foundation. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but he is a member of it. One of the experts or whatever. Cold Case Foundation is kind of a bunch of like people who have lots of years of experience in training in law enforcement and recovery and stuff like that, investigations. And so you're supposed to have like the best of the best working together to figure it out. From what I have gathered over checking it out before. Oh, the family or law enforcement have to ask them to join in the investigation. Well, I'm saying it's an imposter, it's a BHB imposter. It's not like an imposter, a Ziggy imposter. Well, that definitely is disappointing. Makes you wonder, though, if they say those things as a tactic or, he doesn't have any, maybe, I don't know. Hey, country girl. Thank you guys, everybody, for being here. Let's check out what Liplock had to say a few hours ago.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good middle of the night, whatever time of day it may be when you see and or hear this video. Today is the 15th of September, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
On June the 15th of 2021, a little blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl named Summer Moon Utah Wells mysteriously and inexplicably disappeared, we're told, from her home at 110 Ben Hill Road in the Beach Creek community near Rogersville, Tennessee. That is in Hawkins County, in extreme northeastern Tennessee. At the time of her disappearance, Summer Wells was 5 years old. Obviously, if she is still alive, she would now be 8. Her birth date, February the 4th, 2016. It's reported that Summer was wearing gray pants, a pink shirt, and was most likely barefooted at the time of her disappearance, which, according to Leslie Earhart, in press conferences at the time, was in the early afternoon hours. By most standards, early afternoon is between 1:30 and 3:30 p.m.
Hey, Matthew.
At 6:23 and 6:28, respectively, 911 calls were made to report Summer Wells missing. We're told by Tennessee Bureau of Investigation those calls were made by family member. We don't know which family member. It could have been Summer's grandmother, could have been her mother, her father, or one of her brothers. The grandmother, Candace Harrer, was on the property at the time of Summer's disappearance, as well as her mother, Candace Bly Wells.
Wait, if you hear the dispatch call, it says mother says, or no, it says father says. It said father says mom went for a walk. Father says mom went for a walk. So it sounds like Dawn called law enforcement. But, weird. Same situation happened with Sebastian Rogers, right? What do they do? Have they been following Summer Wells, like taking tips? Like, oh, how can we, yay, grab your favorite drink on me and a treat for your, oh, that's so thankful, or so grateful. I'm such an idiot. God, what is wrong with me? I'm too ADHD. Gosh. Thank you so much. That's very sweet. There you go. Now I don't know why I do that. They need to make it so people can respond to just click on people's name and hit reply. Like, I don't know why. Like, we can hit reply to that and I could say, thank you. Why can't we just reply to normal, like, comments like that? You know what I mean? But that is really, really sweet. Thank you so much.
And her 3 older brothers.
Yeah, I think Sebastian's
still minors and in Tennessee state custody. By that I mean Child Protective Services. God bless and keep them. Many of us puzzle over why, if Summer disappeared in the early afternoon hours, why it took until early evening to call law enforcement. Nonetheless, the baby is still missing. Some would take exception to me calling Summer Wells the baby. And there's a neighbor. She has a YouTube channel. Her name is Jody Sue Brown.
Her name is Jody Sue Brown. Lipwalk doesn't sound too excited to say. She goes, her name is Jody Sue Brown. Listen.
Her name is Jody Sue Brown. She accuses people like me
Yay,
operating
Jenny.
in a cycle. You know,
Thank you so
the
much.
well-organized group of criminals here on YouTube who, after more than 3 years, continue to speak
Wait
of
for
the
it.
missing child. Cycles. The only cycles at my house have 2 wheels on them, along with this cycle on this channel. Jody Sue Brown. Who, what, where, when, why, and how. Here's another word, Jody Sue Brown. Why would me, I, whatever pronoun, because I'm starting to get wound up. So let me begin that sentence again. Why would I
Nona.
repeat the same information, talk about the same scenarios, the same neighbors, the same family members, the same registered sex offenders in your neighborhood, the same over and over and over again, Jody Sue Brown? Why? To try to help clear up the smoke and mirror of your chaos magic. That's why. One reason. Another reason, and more importantly, Jody Sue Brown, is this one. Summer Wells has been missing for more than 3 years. I still have people coming into my comments section who do not know who she is. New people. There are people watching YouTube now who were not old enough to click on this channel the day Summer Wells disappeared. There are new people from around the world, day in and day out, just now learning about Summer Moon Utah Wells, her family, her situation, and her disappearance. They need to catch up, Jody Sue. From people like me and a few others, a very small handful on YouTube, who continue relentlessly to do our best to present the facts.
Oh, look at that cat. That's cool.
As best as we know them on Summer's behalf, because people like you do not. And people like you include her parents, Don Wells and Candace Bly, and her grandmother, Candace Harrer. There's only been one person from Ben Hill Road that I have observed on any level actually putting effort into trying to find out what happened to Summer Moon Utah Wells. And his name is Fred Hill.
True.
I am fully aware, and so is Fred, that he is considered a person of interest in the disappearance of Summer Wells because of his proximity, just like yours, Jody Sue Brown. As a matter of fact, you live a hell of a lot closer than he did. So, the cycles on behalf of not Jody Sue Brown, the cycles on behalf of Summer Wells will continue on this channel. Jody Sue, as I have said, time after time after time after time after time after time after time, Jody Sue. The cycles will continue here until Summer Wells is found. You feel me?
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Well, yeah, I don't know. We talked about a little bit about this last night about the confusion and stuff that seems to be put out mainly by starts with her. She put out, I mean, really, a lot of the stuff that's been put out there that doesn't, that's why I understand, like, we don't, I know, like, we can't take what Judy Sue says about anybody as actual factual information. Even Andy, I understand that. I don't just go by Jody Sue at all. So yeah, good video. I was watching one of those readings I pulled up yesterday, and she was trying to say that the parents aren't involved, and I cannot imagine a scenario where the parents do not have knowledge of what happened to Summer Wells. They would have to be the complete, I don't, completely turned off to their emotions, because your reaction or how they acted afterwards was not typical. So it's very hard to imagine the parents not being involved. The reading was like just a tarot reading. Let me see real quick. It was just a small channel, but that just had me thinking, because surely and how could you talk about your daughter being like fish food and um being sold for drugs and just horrible things like Don Wills has. Hey Megs, can't put a video. They were, oh yeah, that's what I heard. Let's go check that out if I can find it. Who the heck is that? Ew, is that Dawn? Why is his hair like that? That's not Dawn, is it? No. Didn't. Wow, his hair is long.
And of course, wasn't a real rich guy. And he says, "Hey, I don't have much for you." He says, "But I got some
nice.
So this was today, a car show.
Hey everyone.
It says a
I'm just gonna look
Kingsport.
at all these cars for a little bit.
Innocent until proven guilty. That's probably Tim Mullins right there. Why was Todd Segal? Oh yeah. Has he done any new ones?
Yeah, mystery.
I've seen his, but I don't think he's. I don't see.
I want to park anybody in over there.
Morning, Zigzag. Well, you can see the messages.
I don't see where they are. The Summer Wells on his channel.
Yeah.
Beautiful day. Lots of cool.
Yeah, it's not too hot.
It's 90 degrees here.
Man, look at that engine.
Look at that engine. Hey, Amos. He said the man's name was Richard. Shut up. Are you serious? So it was him and a woman doing the live. Is it? Yeah, I've seen that before, I think, but I'm not. Was it a live or was it a video? I could check the lives and see, but I've watched him a few times. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think he has it up anymore. It must be on another channel. It could be on, maybe it's on a different channel. So, yeah, I don't see it. But he said Richard. He said Richard. Yeah, well, there's a Richard. There's a Richard. He goes by Ed now, from my understanding. If Fred's in here, can you message me and confirm that? Isn't there isn't it believed that Ed Redmond's like real name's Richard or something? Or there's a Richard there, Richard something. He says the address has an 8 in it. Oh my gosh. Well, 207, that's crazy. That'd be 208 where, oh my God. That would be 208 where he's at. Right? Because 207 is on the other side. And 208 would be, oh, that, yeah, there's that other Richard too. Shit, that's crazy. Yeah, is there a Richard over there at the Redmonds? That's right. There's that one Richard that you talked about that the law enforcement wouldn't let them come outside for some reason. And they were told to stay inside or something. And Fred was like, I don't understand why they had him like stay inside, and because they didn't tell anybody else on the road that they couldn't go outside. So, right? Isn't that what happened, Fred? Am I remembering that correctly? Yep, that is short for Redmond. Many go Richard Edward. He might be 238 is address. Ed's real name is Richard, but yes. $238. I know that he's a pretty renowned psychic, that Todd Segal, Benhill Road, Rogersville, Tennessee. Let me see something. See, I'm trying to find a site that could tell me the residence. I'll find it in a second. Ouch. No, two. He said chickens and turkeys on the property. Well, that would probably be the Redmonds. They have all kinds of freaking birds. Ed Redmond has 3 addresses on Ben Hill Road. Ed Redmond. See, it says Edward Redmond right here is 245 Ben Hill Road because it has them listed. 242. Let me see something here. Now, the zip code has an 8 in it. I don't see here where he has any addresses that have an 8 in it. We got let me look up here too. 1 second. C242. He also has ties to Mississippi right here. In Alabama. Michigan. Interesting. Michigan, Mississippi. A lot of Mississippi addresses tied to him. Utah. Oh, really? Utah. He lived in Utah in 2005. Very weird. We need to look up this guy and his associates. If anybody has, if anybody can look up Ed Redmond from Rogersville, Tennessee, who has been verified or Intellius, and look at the associates. See if you see. Um, looking here, it has his neighbors here, and I'm looking to see if there's any. Let's see, John, Ronald Hill, Evelyn Hill. That's Fred's parents, and very interesting. 238 was where the UPS was delivering packages to where no one lives. Yeah, there's something to a weird UPS vehicle Fred had been seeing delivering packages out at the Redmonds. They have all kinds of birds and like livestock. They have like they used to have hogs out there too, or pigs. There's no house there. Hey Chris, what maybe look up 238. 238 is right across the Redmonds. My grandma's place, Edbot, is 210 Ben Hill. So he's probably using an address, no house there at 238. Okay, let me look up 238. Chris, we're doing something right now, but yes, maybe in a little bit, okay? I did look up 238, but here, let me switch the screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at. By the also, did it used to be called Fire Hall Road? No, scratch that. But you guys, one thing to note, Ben Hill Road used to be called Little Patty Morlock Road. So in order to research like the road, you have to look up Little Patty Morlock, or was it Patty Morlock? Before it was called Ben Hill Road, it was Little Patty Morlock. So that's something I just found out. So you're not going to find a lot of records, but Little Patty Morlock Hollow. Is there a mailbox? No mailbox. That's where the hogs were. Was that 238? Oh my God. I believe Todd Segal, he has a 90% finding the missing. But he feels like the parents aren't involved though, doesn't he? And that's why I couldn't take him serious, because I don't think he was feeling that the parents are involved, if I remember correctly. He said the dude went up and stole her. Yeah, see, I can't believe that. No. And I just can't believe that. See, I just can't. Does he only believe that he's involved? Like there's just no way. Yeah, Dawn was working for Ed Redmond the week before Summer went missing is another interesting thing. That person the person that owns 238, Dawn was working for the week before Summer went missing. Unless Andy turned her over to him. Yeah, and that's what and that's where they all hanging out back. Well, the blue truck did go to the end, right, Fred? But Andy didn't go all the way. It went down to the end to turn around at first. No. Summer wouldn't go there looking for Dawn. No, it's a very, very long walk. I'm going to walk Ben Hill one of these days, and I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to do it at night, too. No. No. Summer wouldn't. It would have taken her. No, there's no. She would have been found if she would have walked down Ben Hill Road. Oh, she could definitely be back there. She could definitely trust and believe that's one of Fred's main. That's always been suspicious of the Redmonds because of how they always acted, how they are about the land back there, how they threatened Fred about making him disappear because they wanted that land at 207. Just weird. And, they're tied in well with, they're part of the whole clique too back there. Fred's the one that's not really cool with all those people. Summer would have been a camera too, yeah. Police was not allowed to search the property. But see, that's the place I went to when I first met Fred for the very first time. I went down. Fred wasn't there the first time I went back there, and I went down to 207, or not 207. I'm sorry, to the Redmonds, and was asking them questions. And that drone guy was out there that you guys had seen on Cam and Alley's, and he was flying a drone. And that's when I had seen all those pretty birds out there that are just walking in their yard, like pretty ducks and like my memory is extremely bad, but I do remember they have like different kinds of birds and ducks. The only one that refused search of property was Jody Sue, according to Fred. Oh, yay. Interesting. Supposedly where she is at by Limestone Creek, and there is trees with fishing wire, and she's buried by a tree that's close to the creek. By Limestone, trees with fishing wire. Let's look on here. 110. Edward Andrew. Drew? Hold on, let me open this one up on a different tab real quick, and then that's 242. Okay, and let me pull up his other one. Oh, wait, which one did I? Andrew. Okay. $209, $242. See, 242. This one also says 242. Why does these both say 242? Also, additional information. Also, let me see something. Forest land. Forest. 209. Hold on. Let's go to this map real quick. This is what it's supposed to, I can't understand it. 242. This is 242. Can I switch over? Why can't I just click them to figure out what the other ones are? Dang it. I want to be able to click. There's Richard right here. That's 178, guys. That's crazy. That has an 8 in it. Oh my God, that's weird. I believe Todd said Robert, not Richard. It was on Crime Files with Allie. Robert. There's Roy Fanning. Billy Dishner, Jackie Dobbs. So Jackie Dobbs still has his property. God, look how much this Richard dude owns. I mean, come on. He owns like a ridiculous amount of property. If I could freaking ever pull this up. That's a lot of land. It says 86.22. Billy Dishner. just 2 acres. Oh, actually, no. Wait. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Hold on. Let me, I just noticed something I was wrong about. Let me pull up the Richard one real quick so I can relook. It's only that property. Okay. It's only the dark blue property. It's still a lot, 86 acres. It's this property right here. Sorry. I was wrong. 86. I was thinking it was a whole thing. I'm like, holy shit. An 808 Light Hollow. 208 Light Hollow Road was searched by TBI for 2 days. 208 Light Hollow? Ah, shit. How do I... Ah, shit. I don't know if I'm... And 808, I don't know. Am I looking at the right thing? Ed Romans owns almost 400 acres on Ben Hill Road. Dang. Tony Light. Lisa Light. Who's Lisa again? That name sounds familiar. Rhines, that's related to Haskell. Jackie Dykes. You're looking at it? Okay, so this is the right thing. Do you know who the owner of that property was that was searched so much on Light Road? Hold on. Why won't let me search? Why is it not letting me search? Tony Light's property? Lisa Light is Frank's sister. Okay. Tony Light. Okay. Oh, this is Ben Hill Road. They have property on Ben Hill Road. I don't understand. I can't freaking understand this map. It's hard for me to understand what I'm looking at. It says Ben Hill Road address. They do need cadaver dogs. I would think they would have done that shit, but so Tony Light, who was, wait, hold on with Tony and Rita. Rita. You said Light Road, James Light, and Rob. James Light. There are two different Tony Lights. Both Ben Hill Road and Light Hollow Road connect. Okay. So subdivision. What would your subdivision be called? Ben Hill? No. Beach Creek? Oh, nope. Okay. Jackie Dobbs, Billy Dishner has just a tiny property. See, there's Dawn and Candace's right up here. You see this dark blue? Billy Dishner is really close to where Dawn and Candace is, off Simpson Road here. There's a 110 property right here. James bought the 808 Light Hollow Road. 808. Is it this long strip? It's these two properties. It looks like it crosses Light Road. Hey, Tina. Lights on Bragg Road. That's where Ryan Finds Truth was wanting to search, but said private property. He was wanting to search that place that's owned by the like some important person, right, Fred? Whose place was Ryan wanting to search that he said was but what Ryan didn't realize is that it was like state property or something, or not state property, but like the mayor's property or something like that. Something. No. I know exactly what you're talking about because me and Fred have talked about it a lot. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm just trying to I forget what Fred had mentioned. So what was the name of the channel you guys said that Todd Segal was on. See, it's just, I cannot believe it. Just wouldn't. Be very hard for me to. We just put me on fentanyl and the pain's still incredible. Now, oh man, I'm very sorry to hear that, Crystal. The only other address, other resident in that has is Light Holler Road is Frank Light. They searched the Redmond's property, Fred says, but what's the channel? Somebody put in the channel name. Ed got mad because they made him take the TBI to a waterfall on his property at 11-ish at night on the 17th. Oh, he was mad about that? Does Redmond have dark red hair, Fred? Is that what she was saying? Or is that what Todd was saying, was a reddish hair? Somebody wrote in the chat the channel name of that Todd Segal did the reading on. I have seen it. He said dark hair. From Ryan was wanting to search the state represent property of Tunnel Hill Road from Beach Creek boat ramp. Redmond has reddish hair, yes. Crime with Allie. Yeah, I think that was something. That might be it. I think, or something Allie. No, I don't know what it was. Something Allie. Can somebody put in the chat again what the name of the? Oh, it's not Crime with Allie. It's Crime Files with Allie. I'm not seeing it still. I don't see one like that at all. Oh, wait, this might be her. No. No, I don't know, guys. It's not there. If somebody wants to email it to me or message it to me, the link to the channel, or link to the reading, but this girl, I don't know if she took her channel down or what, because I can't find it. Something hidden. Oh. I can't wait to be home so I can explain everything easier. I know. Getting lame. crime files with Allie. It's hidden something. Hidden files. Oh my god, dude. Hold on. I was searching. Oh my god, dude. Look at this. I was searching hidden files and look what came up immediately. Is Ryan discovering hidden traps in the Summer Wells case. In the Summer Wells case, as in many child cases, fact, lies, rumor, and disinformation gets us all mixed up. And look who he has right here is Fred Hill. Fred is the only one being honest, Ryan. You're purposely causing fucking confusion as well. If you are seriously going to be that pig-headed and stubborn, I cannot fucking wait to fucking see you. I cannot wait till the truth comes out, guys. I just cannot fucking wait. This dude just doesn't stop. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on with him. Yeah, so I was searching that hidden files, like you said, and
apparently Summer apparently slept in this basement with her parents. It's also reported.
Yeah, I think I. Wow. Can't see the boys well, but you could tell how much bigger that they are. So there was somebody, Fred said there was somebody staying on Don Wells' property one time, but he doesn't know if Don knew or not. That looked like, it looks like that picture, that guy. So that picture that Crystal had been trying to say was Scott H., that skeleton dude. Fred thinks it looks more like this guy that was staying on Don's property, like camping out there. And Fred says he thought it was, speaking of Cornbread Mafia, there's some head of the Cornbread Mafia named Johnny or something. And it was rumored that he was staying over there, like on Don's property. Like, when was this? This was a long time ago, though, before Summer went missing, which is so strange considering of how that came up on that behavioral panel. Some Johnny dude from the Cornbread Mafia. I don't know the guy's name, Johnny. And he was like running from the wall or something like that, is a rumor. But it was for weed, I think, because like Cornbread Mafia only deals with weed, really. A year before Summer went missing is what Fred says. No, it just makes me mad when people do that. The only reason why it irritates me so bad with Ryan is because he's purposely causing, to me, it feels purposely, either that or just and look at him wearing a cross. Like this dude is such a fake. Such a fucking fake, dude. He's trying to be somebody he's not, and I just cannot stand it. He's trying to he's upset he's upset at me and Fred, I guess, or Fred. I don't know. So the Johnny guy is no longer alive. But he's purposely is causing issues in the case, and he's going to see it's causing issues. He's confusing things. He's basically working for the other side. And I don't know what to fucking think in it. He, you know, like, is this on purpose, or is he just so, like, prideful and just unwilling to fucking see the truth? Is he just so prideful that he can't fucking admit he's wrong? Is it that important to you, Ryan? Or is it more important to find Summer Wells? Like, or is the views really what you are hoping for? Because you're full of shit, dude. And you're going to look, and this is probably why you just appeared in this community out of nowhere, and why you used to be in other communities. It's probably because you got chased out of other communities for this same dumb bullshit. Why does it seem like you just are everywhere? I don't understand it, guys. I just don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand. It makes me think that he is purposely trying to, like, that he's getting paid, but then I think maybe he just knows it will get him views to go against what Fred's saying. You know what I mean? And that's just disgusting if that's what he is really doing, because he's trying to promote himself and put himself out there like he's a search channel, like he's out there searching for missing children, and actually really, really out there looking, and he's getting all these devices. Now he's getting some kind of underwater metal thing from what I hear. So and he's finding all these nails. Like, is that fucking really video worthy, dude? Like, seriously? Like, or how about the video they made about the barrel they found with nothing? Why are you fucking making videos of barrels you find on lake with nothing in it? That's like, what the fuck? It's nothing. Then finding nails and stuff. This is what I'm hearing he's doing. I could be completely wrong, but that's what I'm hearing through the grapevine, that this dude is putting out there in these videos that are completely just nothing. I mean, not everything is related to Summer Wells' case. Makes me wonder if Johnny was Andy B's weed connection. He's going to look at like an ass. Fred. I don't know if he thinks that he's going to try to. I don't think he's trying to like act like Fred's. Well, no, yeah, he is, because he labeled him a suspect. And it's like he is the one labeling him a suspect. You guys, nobody's labeled Fred really a person of interest or suspect. So I don't even really like it being said like that. I know Liplock said that, but I don't. Supposedly everybody is a suspect. So if Fred's a person of interest, nobody's been labeled specifically. Nobody specifically has been labeled at all. Not even the parents haven't been labeled as person of interest or suspects, which is ridiculous. The only thing we fucking get from law enforcement is everybody's a suspect. Yay! Thanks for nothing. You heard Candace was upset about the Vero video. Johnny Boone died June 15th or 16th of 2021. What's he look like? Does he look like that skeleton dude that Let me look him up. No, he doesn't look like him. He doesn't look like the skeleton dude. Or, oh, he looks like the other guy that was with him. He looks like the other dude. Godfather of Grass. He died June 14th, actually, of 2024, it says, in Kentucky. Huh. He didn't die till this year, guys, actually. He dies 4 years after release from prison. That's what it said. I heard. I just don't see the point. Like, I have lots of footage and stuff on out there in Beach Creek and Ben Hill I could put out and make freaking stupid ass content like that. Like he makes. Oh, I found a nail, guys. What the fuck is that? Going to search in Florida, like, and somehow ties of his Florida search to Summer Wells. You know, that's just ridiculous. Such a crock of shit. Such a crock. I just wish that dude would wake up. I keep thinking maybe he's a decent guy and really truly believe that Andy was innocent or something. I keep thinking he's going to fucking wake up one of these days. But the dude is like, refuses. It's all about views. What's going to get him views? And he knows going against Fred will get him views. He's going to have to fucking disappear from the community after the truth comes out because he's been up Andy Bernard's ass like so hardcore. Suspect this, suspect that, Fred Hill, Fred Hill, Fred Hill. But yet, it's like he does it because I say it about Andy. Like, who the fuck is Andy to you, dude? Like, really? Oh, I'm sorry, Whistle. What's going on? Well, you can we can talk later if you want. I don't know. He doesn't go where the mediums have said to look. Yeah, and that's another thing too. Laurel Park. What did he walk back like a freaking half mile? Is he's not any fucking outdoorsman. Let's go to Laurel Run or Laurel Park and walk back like a fucking half a mile and act like we searched the area. Plus, if they're not good at Bays Mountain. She's not going to be out there. She's probably not going to really. Bays Mountain is a public place. In order to get in, you're going through a gate or going through, you have to get, so more likely it's like what somebody said out there off Limestone out there way back there past Redmond's property is probably the most likely place she would be if she's not alive. My guess. Because there's so much land out there. Oh my gosh, can you just think? Like, so much freaking land. There is a certain resort in Florida, but more you dig into it, ends up Ben Hill Road, part of Ed Redmond's property. There's a something resort. Starting I don't understand what that says. But I do know that there's a lot of ties back to Florida, yeah. Like with property over there at Beach Creek and Ben Hill. Whoa! Wow! Good boy, you're learning not to lick faces. You're very good. You're a smart little guy. A smart little guy. Yes, you are. Bandit. Bandit. Your breath stinks, though. So cute, but the breath stinks. Say, can't have it all. Can't have it all. Hey, Deb. See, I have to pee. What should I play while we're...
Where is Summer Wells? It's the latest thought raging on the internet since the parents of the 5-year-old have been introduced to millions of viewers on the Dr. Phil show.
Now, part 2 of the 2-part segment aired late this afternoon. News Channel 11's Ainsley Daniel has been leading our coverage since Summer's disappearance in June, and she reports on one of the biggest takeaways from the Dr. Phil show.
Josh and Sarah, we took a look at the Google Trends in the past day for Cornbread Mafia. As you can see behind me here, plenty of hits followed. The related topics kept getting closer to Summer's home: Hawkins County, kidnapping, Phil McGraw, Rogersville, and Summer.
You have to actually look at what is organized crime.
There are distinct factors, starting with the existence of a chain of command and a means of moving money.
You usually see money flowing from the bottom to the top. You usually see some type of identifier via tattoos, the type clothes that individuals are wearing, colors, stuff of that nature.
That's not what you get out of this 80s era organization who got their start moving marijuana, not children.
At this point, it's more of legend and folklore versus actual possible reality.
Candace Bly's reaction was unmistakable, but the cause of her stress could be misunderstood.
You know, we don't know what the triggering effect is. It could have just triggered her for something else and not necessarily their involvement with or possible involvement with her abduction or disappearance.
Dr. Phil used specific words when he told Dawn and Candace what he thought of their involvement.
My understanding is Dr. Phil says it to the family, and he makes it specific, and he says in her murder and then the covering or removal of the body. He doesn't say anything else about trafficking or anything of that nature. So I found that kind of unique that he worded it in that way.
Dr. Phil's words and the parents' reactions are certainly taking center stage in the 2 days of episodes.
To me, as a former investigator, it doesn't say a lot to me that the way they're acting, the way they do. What I want to look at more is the statements that they're making, their body language, and how they present themselves. That's what I'm going to look more at versus the number of times they get before a camera.
But the organization may well exist, says our expert, but no structure exists to pull off Summer's disappearance.
So I think it's more of a code of silence versus an actual organized operation.
Stanton says he trusts the agencies leading the investigation into what happened to Summer Wells. He told me today that he believes this case will be solved, and it's just a matter of when.
Ainsley, thanks. You can see all of our coverage.
And that video was made 2 years ago. So, yes. Walking the cat.
So for those of you who don't know,
TBI has released a statement pertaining to the disappearance of Summer Wells. We haven't had the answers we need yet. TBI unsure if Summer Wells was abducted or not. So are the parents...
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Hi,
Hello everyone and welcome back to my true crime channel. I hope you're all well. Today
Thank you for joining us here on this Friday afternoon. I'm Preston Ayers. We begin today with the latest on the search for Summer Wells, as tomorrow marks 3 years since the then Hawkins County 5-year-old vanished from her home in the Beach Creek community. We're now hearing from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation today for the first time in several months about this case. Agents say the disappearance is not considered a cold case, despite the amount of time that has now passed. To date, agents have followed up on more than 6,500 leads, but they say they still have active evidence and they do not consider this case to be a cold case, but they don't know how she disappeared.
We don't have the evidence in this case to know for sure whether or not Summer was abducted or whether or not she walked away from her home and became lost. It's really important to us to not focus all of our efforts on just one of those two.
We will have more on the disappearance of Summer Wells later today. In addition to investigators, we're also talking with her family and members of the community about the 3-year anniversary of Summer Wells' disappearance. Watch for that here on News.
In 2021.
So,
Guys, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a great morning. Hope you can hear me okay. Voice is trying to go out. Just want to jump on here real quick and do a small Summer Wells video for you. I did talk to TBI this morning. Had a little conversation with them. So, but what I want you guys to do is be patient. We hopefully will see something happen in the next couple days, but we'll see. Anyway, I had a
which we didn't see anything, did we? I'm not saying it's Dawn B's fault, but you know, we've all kept hope, like hoping and hoping and hoping, like there's some kind of movement or, you know. What? Recorded or not, loud laugh, huh? Oh, come on. What? Get real.
Taking it down there for TBI and was taking stuff on. So I was talking Dawn and stuff there, and all at once they just over the device, it was like somebody laughed out loud, just real loud. And then when we go back, me and TBI and stuff go back to review what was being recorded, it's been like playing. Just like the joke was on us or something. I don't know what it was. I mean, they can't even figure it out why everything we had on there. Then when that light comes through like that, I played it off like it's my phone, you know.
Somebody laughed.
I just out loud, crazy, you know. I mean, it just chills down my spine.
Oh my God.
John just kind of looked at me, and I had my phone in my hand. I said, yeah, it's fucking phone, you know. And then we talked a few more minutes, then I made up the film back here, and we was going to go over it and stuff, and they didn't know what was on there. He didn't like fucking clean, and they didn't know the way they had it set up that I could erase anything off of it, you see. And he just been asleep like that and nothing.
But could they hear you guys while you were? I mean,
they can't figure out how he got like clean like that. How it lied so much. They even heard the lies, you know.
So they were listening while you were over there.
Crazy.
So if he would have like attacked you, they would have known or something.
It's somebody that's done it real high tech and like know what they're really doing, you know, to be able to do something that advanced in technology like that, you know what I mean? To be able to break the cage and shit down.
And then, but they were able to hear your guys' conversation still, though, right? But they just couldn't get it recorded. Did you know?
We done had so much recorded on it prior to that, you see, and then some done recorded onto something else. But once that last one over, it just wiped everything we had, even up to that date and everything, white clean, just like that device was just a clean slate.
Wow.
We done had probably 15 hours of stuff on it usually.
Of him, like
3 days.
Of him, like coming up with Dawn coming up with it when he would come up here. And
He started coming here to.
how would
3 hours from this, and he was here. Oh, I can't stand it down there because all law and stuff, and then it goes first going on about religion and stuff like that. And they just wanted me to try to figure out what he was trying to. It's like he's trying to tell what happened, but to make a story out of somebody else's stuff.
So what would you have to do? What would you have to do would you have to like press the button before you start like?
Well, I would take in before I left here. I'd go ahead and have everything set.
Oh, you'd walk down there.
I just walk down there and just.
And
or if I see him come up the driveway, I just stick it in my pocket or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Man. Wow. Do you?
I told him, I said, no. I hate to find her like that, but you better not ask me to do nothing else, you know.
No, I don't think. I think that people should be able to understand when it comes to missing kids. That's different. That's not like missing. That's like.
It's a lot different. Kids is what the world should be about, you know.
Wow.
That's what makes the world go round. Kids.
Yeah. But so that part's recorded. So what part got deleted, or what?
This call will be terminated in 2 minutes.
Which parts got deleted? Which parts got deleted? You said that like some audio didn't go through or something. Was it?
Yeah.
Or got,
it actually did go through, but it was something that leaked into things that they thought it didn't go through. Or I thought it didn't go through, but it did go through.
So they do have the audio and video of the whole everything?
Well, they have audio. They ain't got video. They got audio.
Oh. Well.
They got about 3 days of it.
So yeah, originally you guys got to remember that was 3 years ago. That was that first where she clipped back. He was under the understanding several years ago that the audio was completely deleted. That was when I recorded that. It had been 6 months after Summer had disappeared, the first audio. So that was only 6 months after. Fred had spoke to TBI and stuff a few more times after that. So I think he's under the understanding now that they were able to recover it. Hopefully, gosh. That was only on the 17th part of it. Yeah, because you did say it probably had about 15 hours on it because you said it was like 2 or 3 days of it. So at that point, because you only did 15th, 16th, and 17th. So if that happened on the third day, so it didn't end up wiping clean everything before it. Just the recording of Dawn ended up being missing. See, people can't like just think because something's changed like that. Well, it's been 3 years. There was 2 years more between those two recordings, 6 months. So the first one was 6 months in. And then that other one was a year ago. So, yeah, 2 years. 2 years difference between the two recordings. You know, things change over time as far as, like, he's not there with TBI 24/7 to make sure, see if they were able to recover the audio or not, guys. It's not like he's, like, hired a team, like a hired member of TBI, and it knows every single thing that they're up to. No, he just knows what he witnessed himself. He can't know for a fact if they were able to, at that time. He probably only had talked to him that hadn't talked to him since. Plus, they're not going to tell him everything. But I hope they were able to. I hope that is true, that only a part of it was, because that's going to be super important if there is ever a trial or anything. For sure. Oh, look at this. A month ago. Look who he's teamed up with. That is really, really, really interesting. Of course. Of course. Of course. It would be the Don Wells supporters themselves. Good God. God, makes me sick. Makes me fucking sick, dude. What is it, Chris? We're covering what's going on? No, it's just whatever. I don't think chasing has really flip-flopped. She's always tried to be like in the middle and stuff, but she really has, though, even though she tries to act like she's in the middle, now it feels very much in the support. She was never like 100% against Dawn and Candace or felt that they were involved, but it's just really I'm more talking about the other one that was a picture that was showing. But both of them, are big Dawn at this point. Dawn and Candace supporters. It seems like definitely Andy Bernard supporter. Gavel Geek says.
I called Donnie. I said, I cannot find Summer. Come home now. He's like, call the cops. So I threw my phone down on the back of his pickup, ran over to my mom, picked up her phone because it's the only one that gets out there is AT&T.
Okay.
So I picked up her phone, I dialed 911.
This is her.
So would you want to see this person in prison?
What's weird here? So the barrel, the for sale barrel. We need to find more pictures of Summer Wells that could be possible signs to traffickers of a child for sale or for rent or whatever. It's freaking disgusting, but interesting. We got a for sale barrel here. I thought that was so stupid at first when people were mention the for sale barrel, but I don't think like a freaking pedophile. Come to find out, like Fred says that him and TBI talked about in one of the very first pictures put out there that he's been looking for this picture ever since. They edited it afterwards, supposedly according to Fred, but in one of the pictures of Summer that was actually that was actually on the news or something. There was writing behind it, and like in the upper corner or something, there was you could see a picture, a crown picture of a dick. And now it's like Fred's like, was that some kind of sign to traffickers? You know, like, we need to see if there's anything else, like other ones. I'm sure there is. If you submit information that is legit information on the case, you have to sign to testify at trial. Mm-hmm. Hey, Lady J. What's going on, Chris? So we have this for sale barrel.
Just very, very strange. Then with Grandis, she said that they were shouting. They kept on shouting for Summer. And did anyone hear that? Is it true? The boys, maybe they had been told to go and play, and then Summer was taken. Summer was told maybe to go hide in the shed, and that is maybe the last they ever saw of Summer.
No,
maybe it was
a lot of bad things that probably happened in that shed.
Incorporated as kind of a game so that the boys don't really know what happened. All they know is that they were playing hide and seek and then Summer was gone, but it could have been part of a plan that had already been put in place. I don't know, but it all seems very odd. So let's keep watching. You're going to see that there's some other very unusual clips here that seem to add up to this being some sort of a plan.
I mean, it's just, we explain how she does when she gets drunk. She tends to, when she gets drunk and high at the same time.
Yep.
She tends to think that she uses the kids, but they're out front in the yard. That's what I was thinking.
Look at Grandma there, like, what the hell? Around 4 p.m.
So this is something that's happened in the past?
No, she hasn't went missing. It's just that she got high and drunk and forgot that someone was outside.
Got it.
Could she have been high, and that would have played a role in not necessarily, just where she's not paying attention or grandma's not paying attention. And does grandma smoke?
No, not at all.
Okay.
And the thing about that is she won't smoke during the day.
Okay.
And she will not drive and smoke because she's so afraid that she's going to get DUI and all that, and so she will not touch it.
Okay.
But she'll smoke a little bit at night. If she has a few drinks, she might smoke a little bit, and then she's going to bed. That's it. End of Candace.
Okay.
Till she wakes up in the morning, and then look out.
Got it. And then
Life's better when your stuff is protected under our roof.
So somebody recently, and I never even really noticed, but kind of like when you scroll, like really zoom in, like somebody showed me a picture how they zoomed in and it was showing like her eyes were like slightly open and you could see it was weird. And now that I look at it, it's like it does kind of look like her eyes are a little bit open, which is, I don't know. Some people sleep with their eyes open, a little open, so that's, could be nothing. And putting barrels of concrete poured over them, and it has happened in real life also. That's horrible. Hey, Cotton Candy. I'm going to be going live, guys, on my other channel here in probably a few to do readings. If anybody is interested, I need to do one of my instead of, I'm not going to do like every day of those readings, horoscope readings, because it wasn't, I think people would probably prefer every, like, I don't know, more like once a week or something. Her story never rang true to me. They look fixed. Said Candace won't drive on the interstate herself, but we have all seen that to be untrue. Let's see here. Yeah.
Miss Allison, how's that milk get rearranged?
I don't know. That milk was there when they pulled up like that.
Okay, but Hunter had the milk in the middle.
In the middle.
And so now the milk's on the other side of Summer. How does that happen?
I don't know.
I don't either, and that's why I'm asking.
I don't even remember how I got out the car.
That's fine.
Like, no grown-ass man needs to be talking about a 12-year-old like that. And I know that he also even gave Bear alcohol, because he gave my grandkids alcohol and did...
Bear? Oh, Bear? The one that you kept talking about how beautiful she was, and how you would say that, how that's the one he talked about having a body from hell. Pretty fucking weird that you were trying to get Bear drunk, Don Wells. Weird, you sicko. I have a short up of how he talked about her. He said that she had a body from hell. And then when I asked how old she was, he goes 13. And then Candace corrected him and said 12. Like it was completely fucking normal. Ridiculous. And then to hear this, oh, he gave Bear alcohol. Huh. Wonder why he was giving her alcohol. Was it to sedate her? Oh my God.
Who?
Donnie.
Donnie did something to your grandkids? What did Donnie do to your grandkids? When?
When we used to hang up there. And they used...
So she's saying that Dawn essayed her grandkids. If they know this, why were they why the freak? If she knows this right here, I want to talk to her. I want to talk to Sherry. Sherry, please contact me, even though she probably, I don't know. I just want to talk to her. She's the only one that seems to really passionate about it. Of this bunch. They know you. So she's sitting here saying she knew that her grandkids were touched, but yet Allie, who was letting her kids hang out there, okay.
used to stay the night, but I stayed the night once.
But Don, you're saying Don Wells gave your grandkids alcohol?
That's what the little one says.
That's what what's your little one's name?
Michelle.
Michelle, how old is Michelle?
She's 9 now.
She's not. When was this? How old was she then? How old was she then?
You said about 7, 8. Yeah.
What was she wearing?
Michelle, that was Bear. Michelle is Bear. She probably was 9 at the time, because now, well, gosh, when that phone call with him happened, it was like maybe a year after Summer went missing, where he was saying Bear had a body from hell. Actually, could have been just 6 months after. And then they want to go say that Bear's real name's Michelle. I'm pretty 95% sure. And so she probably was more like 9 when that happened. Freaking sicko. Because if they're going to say, if she was 12 when we had that conversation, because this conversation that they were having right here, they were down there just like a week before I was. Actually, they were still down there kind of like a day or two when I had come down there for the first time. So this also was about 6 months after Summer went missing when this conversation happened right here. I know, really. I know, like, exactly, Pearl Strand. So that shows that Dawn is into actual children, prepubescent children.
That morning, when you were saying, well, when she was asleep next to me, I'm not sure. As I just woke up and they stayed in bed and I got gone to work. I'm not sure, but I know the picture of her wearing where she's asleep by the milk jugs. That's what she was wearing when she was kidnapped. Okay.
So Dawn is telling us what Summer was wearing. He says she was wearing the same outfit as she has when she's sitting there beside the milk or sleeping beside those milk jugs. All right.
Yeah, I don't think Grandbun knows anything though. I don't even know if Grandbun's actually alive anymore. I thought that she passed away. That was like what I thought. And I know a lot of people say she's not, but I'm pretty sure that she did before even Allie passed away. I really want to talk to Sherry. Because now, especially, Sherry might be willing to talk more openly now that her daughter is passed. You know what I mean? Because now she doesn't have to worry about her daughter getting implicated in anything. You thought Bear is Sandra? No. Sandra is no. Yeah, Michelle. Sandra isn't Sandra his. I don't know. Whichever Bear is, okay? That's who he is talking about in my video.
So I guess Candace would have told him. If he hadn't seen Summer, then Candace would have told Dawn that is what Summer was wearing. So that means Summer would have been wearing that outfit while she was supposedly.
I'm pretty sure, guys, that her name was Michelle, because that's what I asked what her name was. It's in that call, and I'm pretty sure it was Michelle. Well, actually, wait. Michelle might be the one that was given away. Okay, wait, sorry. Sandra might be Bear, and Michelle might be the one that was given away. So one of those two was given away when she was like 5, according to Dawn. And that was like, oh, she was such a beautiful child. Okay. That was the one that he said, oh, she was such a beautiful child. Kept going on. So beautiful. I can't believe they gave her away. She was just so beautiful. How could you just give away a child like that? And so that was Michelle. Okay. So that's why I'm getting confused. And then there's this other child, Bear, which is probably Sandra. You guys are probably right. Bear, who you said had the body from hell. And this was all in the same conversation in that phone call. We should probably listen to that phone call, the whole thing all over again, because he talks about both those children in it. Michelle's the one that was sent to, but I don't know. Dawn acts like they couldn't handle her, so they just gave her away. You know, like that's what he tried to act like about Allie. That's how he tried to play it off. Oh no, I know who I remember Sandra. Yeah, he did do that whole it was funny. She has quite the yell. So it was weird. He talked weird about both those little girls, Sandra and Michelle, or Bear and the one that was given away. Hey, me man 6. And it's not weird. It's okay to call a child beautiful, but the way he talked, he just kept talking about how beautiful she was, and like, and just it was weird.
Doing the planting of the cactus is what this means. Okay, so that is another interesting point having to do with what Summer was wearing.
I'm not sure, but I know the picture of her wearing where she's asleep by the milk jugs. That's what she was wearing when she was kidnapped.
Oh, you think? Oh, maybe chapstick. Maybe they need to look into where that little girl's at, right? What happened to her? Is she really at an institution? I'm sorry, guys. I know that Allie is deceased, but I would love to talk to Sherry. I probably could just randomly call her, but gosh, I'm not. And she probably would talk. It sounds like she is completely, but I don't want to bug. I don't like to do that. I have never randomly called somebody. I've tried messaging her on Facebook. But she has tons of accounts, and who knows if she's really that active on it. And if you message somebody you're not friends with on Facebook, a lot of times it will go to your request folder or spam folder.
No. Okay, so it's the same outfit. Yes. And is that the outfit Candace said did she change when she went back in the house, or do we know? I don't think so. That's the outfit she was going to wear for her first day of school. Oh, so this is the outfit. So it had some sentimental value for her. Yeah. Did she pick it out? I don't know. I'm always at work, and I'm glad she got to go to all these places with her daughter. For the first 2 years, 18 months or so, Summer, when she was born, she didn't want her mother. She only wanted me. Wow. And that just blew me away. I just couldn't believe it, that she only wanted me. And Candace coerced her all these years by taking her to all these places, fishing and stuff. And it took all this time to get fishing and stuff. And it took all this time to get, but Summer loved her mother. It took time. And I don't know why she was just so attached to me like that. I've never had anything like that.
Because maybe she was confused because never mind. If she was taking the outfit, how did Kathy give it to Candace? So he's basically trying to say that in order that they had to, coerce. I don't think he meant to say that word. I think he meant to say he had to bribe her. Try to bribe her and take her places and stuff in order to so Summer would warm up to her. Goose egg on it in black and blue. It does kind of look like that can be a bruise. And I know I understand shadows and stuff, but
Interesting.
The way she always did. Like she owns the road.
At 2:30.
Okay. At 2:30 p.m. Here's no nothing. I said, what's wrong? She goes, Summer's missing. I go, they dropped Hunter back off here at 2:30. They're parked right in front of that.
With this pole?
Yep. Facing this.
2:30 Hunter was dropped off. So, about 3 to get over from if they left straight from there to Ben Hill Road, it would have been about 3 that she was pulling in, or a little bit before.
Facing which way?
This way.
This way. Oh, interesting.
The way she always did. Yep. Like she owns the road.
At 2:30.
Okay. At 2:30 p.m. Here's no nothing. I said, what's wrong? She goes, Summer's missing. I go, what do you mean? Summer's gone. Summer's gone. I said, what do you mean Summer's gone? Like, I started interrogating. I said, what do you mean? I just seen you guys at 2:30 when you dropped Hunter off.
My boss was constantly harassed them, constantly come out on their jobs constantly. If anybody knew where I was at that time, it would have been him. And the day after I fired him was when Summer got gone.
What? Say that again?
And the day after I fired him is when Summer disappeared.
So he fired him June 14th. Summer's gone June 15th. June 14th is when Dudley says he was looking super depressed and upset.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, and he has tied hands to all out. Well, I've talked to them, met here and there. They were out doing all kinds of stuff. But I thought it was 5:30. But the strange thing of it is when we went to the Hawkins County to do our lie detectors and everything like that, they took all of our phones. And then magically, all of our phone records from 3:30 on that day have been deleted.
And that would be an excuse if she told Grandma, hey, let's go, I need some meds. Let's go to the emergency room and pretend your knee hurts. I'm not saying her knee didn't hurt. I don't know. I'm just saying that could be, we
were just talking about that yesterday, weren't we, guys? About how wonder if the doctor thing was really the hospital visit was actually needed, or was that a pretend thing to, what I mean? I don't know how that would help right off the top of my head. Hours later, after he was fired, FBI came to his house or his dad's home. So how could that have been the day before? I'm not sure what you mean, where's Summer? Don, if you was at work, why is the boys with you in the red Subaru the morning of the 15th, leaving the hill at 9-ish a.m.? Was it the red Subaru? Mm-hmm. I smell. You didn't go. I thought I got a whiff of some bandits in here. I don't think so. He wouldn't. He's pretty good about using the bathroom outside, aren't you? Isn't that the one Kathy's friend had unboxed? That's weird. In the very beginning, Candace said she bought 2 of those outfits with different colors on the hood. In the very beginning, Candace said she bought 2 of those outfits. Oh, okay. That could definitely be possible. Maybe the... I don't know what that means, where Summer. It sounds like to me it makes sense. Like Dudley was fired, and then the next day, and then was there the very next morning. Oh, you mean he probably just like said it wrong. My guess. Why did Journey say that Candace was packing Summer's bags a couple days before Summer went missing? So I knew as soon as I pulled up to the shed, she was gone. Yeah, he did say we at first. And that is true. Journey did say something about packing for a trip for Summer. But, all right, guys, I'm going to probably go so I can go on my other channel and read cards. Maybe eat something real quick. I think we're just going to have fries and frozen pizza tonight, probably. Something easy. Yesterday I made homemade sausage gravy, and it was so good. Oh my God, it was so good. Fred taught me how to make those biscuits, homemade biscuits. He said just use flour, oil, and water. And they're actually good. Who knows if the parents that said that is telling facts? Yeah, just pizza and fries because they don't have really anything else here right now, and I probably won't go to the store. What? Why are you growling? Am I disturbing you? All right, guys. Person said that this time. Journey says it herself. Fred knows Journey. 120 acres, though, that's the thing. He's been around Journey since like Summers went missing. He knows like the people who are watching her. Actually, I don't know if he's been around Journey, but he's talked to the person that watches her. When Don said did he mean him and Andy? They arrived at the same time. Good question. Yeah, I think the information about Journey, the packing the bag thing, I think that is more than likely accurate. I think we can probably take that as accurate. Flour, oil, and milk. Yep. Oh, yeah, that's right. Flour, oil, and milk. Stir. But you could, but, duh. Yeah. All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all later.